if Ruto agrees to take the deported Somalis into Kenya?
If President John Mahama agree to take these deported Somalians into Ghana, we are also going to go to the street, of course. I agree with you, my sister. And you know, sometimes I say that you need to live the African experience to understand certain things. Now we hear what is happening in Minnesota, and we are not even saying that Trump is right or wrong. That is not what some of us are even talking about. But we are thinking, or we are watching how you are coming online and trolling black Americans and trolling and making fun of whatever is happening. And you have some Africans supporting you to do whatever you are doing. Now they are deporting you. Now they are tracing your IP addresses because you said Minnesota was promised to you 3,000 years ago. We come online to do live streams and we tell you to stop, because if you don't stop, it will affect you and it will affect a lot of Africans. Now it is even affecting Ethiopians. How dare you go to somebody's country? You have some of these diasporans supporting you. At the end of the day, these people are black Americans. They will not be deported. You will be deported. So to those of you giving these people the energy and the engine to keep doing whatever they are doing, you see that they are supporting them. So do you think you are helping them or you are destroying them? And I don't even understand why is that when people are being deported, their own country doesn't want to accept them. If your own country doesn't want to accept you, why should another country accept you? President John Mahama, share no one yes I mistake we. Somebody who will come to my platform and call me a monkey. I guess I'm a nice monkey then. You see, they are deporting you. And now they are looking for African countries to actually really accept you. I am not saying that all Somalis, I am not saying that all the communities are doing it. But what you are doing on this app and what you are doing on this internet, you even say you don't need our help. So which means we cannot even speak. But at the end of the day, when they deport you, you are coming to our countries. This is not acceptable. If you're Somali and then you are listening. And I know they will come to this video in the comment with their shenanigans. You understand? So if you're a Ghanaian, please listen. Be careful. Let's keep watching and let's keep talking. If they don't know, because I've stopped, I'm not even going live about Somalians again, because they'll come and insult me, they'll come and call me monkey, they'll come and call me weak. You see, and this is what I say, you are only tough online, but when the law catches with you, then you will know where you are going to be. You are here calling people Jarrell, and it is affecting almost all the Africans. And some of us, the sensible ones, when we are talking, you come and insult us. But I don't blame you. You have some black Americans, you have some Caribbean people who support you. We are all Africans. At the end of the day, you are going to be deported, and we are going to feel the heat. You understand what I'm saying? A word to a white is enough.
Guys, welcome back to yet another episode of the trading videos all over the internet. And today we are going to be talking about the Somalis deportation and how they have ended up in Kenya and why. So we are going to be going through clip after clip. So tell me what you think on the comment section. As I also give my views, I would also love for you to contribute. Yeah, so the Trump administration says it is deporting Somali immigrants from the US. But here is the question. Many people are now asking, if they are being deported, why are some of them ending up in Kenya? So, as some of the news, several clips have shown that most of these Somalis are ending up in Kenya, and as most of you know that Somalis have faced difficulties and of conflict and instability because of security concerns and paperwork problems. Deporting people directly to Somalia is often difficult because of that. And when that happens, US authorities to look for another country willing to receive them. So the country in question here is Kenya. So the question is, why would the president of Kenya be willing to accommodate Somalis, yet we already know that Kenya has a large number of refugees, you know, and a lot of Somali population is actually in Kenya, and but many Kenyans, as we've seen on the internet, they are complaining, and most of them are threatening to even go to the streets because now their country is being used as dumping ground for deportees from richer countries, which is really, really unfair for a country that is growing like Kenya. So most Kenyans are asking, why should we carry America immigration burden? And why is it not another country? Why did they not find a solution or even take them back to their own country? As we all know from the internet, most of these things are in the internet. A country like Kenya recently had the demonstrations because of the poor economy, and the economy is really bad in the country, and most of the youths are unemployed, and the largest population is actually the young people, and they are unemployed. So imagine now the refugees are now being added to the burden that is already there. So Kenya cannot simply handle more arrivals according to the country people. So for the deported Somali, the situation is also unclear. Many have lived in the US for years. Being sent to Kenya does not mean going home, because that is not their country. Kenya is a country and it has its own citizens, and if it often means starting over in a country where they have no legal status and no support, so also that is contradicting and also confusing. And for Americans watching tonight, this story reveals an important truth. Deportation does not always mean return. Sometimes it means displacement, and the consequences are felt far from the US borders. And we just hope that this is just not an immigratory story. It is something that is gonna affect the developing countries at large, a country like Kenya, because so many problems are going around, and it's actually sad that their president is willing to take that. And in this video you'll also see the clip of the president explaining all those things about the deportation, and I hope whatever that is happening is going to be solved. So guys, watch the rest of the clips and tell me what you think.
Somalis destroyed their country through civil strife in the 80s, and that country has never been the same. A country that was running well democratically, they had clan wars, and that country was destroyed, and they became refugees, and most of them found their ways into Kenya, and out of Kenya they got a clear passage to the USA, and they were settled in Minnesota, America. But what they've been doing is, say, for the last so years, they've been found in a scandal that has milked America more than 1.7 billion US dollars. And the president of the US is pissed off with Somalis. Now he wants them out of the US. He says he don't want them. And so it's very important for a country like Kenya to safeguard our unity and to prepare ourselves to face differences. That's a key statement right there, because our differences are they pale considering what would happen if we find ourselves in a situation whereby we don't have a country that we call Kenya. Listen to what Donald Trump is talking about Somalis, and he's on his way to kick them out of the US. Asanteni.
The wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing. You know, they came from paradise and they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell and they complain and do nothing but bitch, we don't want them in our country.
Somali President Ruto finally talks after Somalis have stolen an estimated $39 billion from the US. He must be getting pressure from the administration, maybe even Rubio, because he says any cash, any housing, any building investments, because if you haven't seen, they're taking the money and they're building high-rise buildings for commercial and or residential to collect rents. They're investing money in their own country, probably under the guise of, we know this is not going to go on forever. Have you seen the social media outcry? Somalis are like, why'd you get fucking caught? They're saying, you're giving away the game. We were supposed to keep this going longer. They knew what they were doing, bro. Any cash, any cars, anything that they're being bought or being brought over with the funds that they're taking from American taxpayers. He doesn't say he's giving the money back, but he says he's confiscating it. I think the administration's applying pressure.
Anything, they just run around killing each other. There's no structure. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I can say that about other countries too. I can say it about other countries too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point.
This is another reason why Somalians have to leave Kenya and go back to Mogadishu, Somalia. These people are a terrorist. They are a terrorist. Every country is chasing them away. Look at the US. Look what they did to Israel. They attacked Israel. They killed a lot of Israelites. And some of them were abducted. And when Israel is retaliating, they start crying, Free Palestine. Please go shout Free Palestine from Mogadishu, Somalia. In Kenya we stand with Israel. You know, we have had several attacks. Look at Westgate. Do you know who attacked us? And they killed a lot of people. They killed mothers, fathers, kids. A lot of people lost their loved ones. Do you know who are attacking us? These Somalians. Look at Garissa University. They attacked us. They killed a lot of students. Many people lost their loved ones. Do you know who are attacking us? These Somalians. We have had several attacks in Mombasa, Wajir, Lamu, Mpeketoni. Do you know who are attacking us? These Somalians. And I think enough is enough. There's no way you can kill our people and still disrespect us in our own country. Come 2027, you guys must go back to Somalia. Na mali imefika, we are going to go an eye to an eye. If Al-Shabaab kills 10 of our people, 10 warriors will go missing. If Al-Shabaab will kill 20 of our people, 20 warriors will go missing. An eye to an eye, until all of you goes back to Mogadishu, Somalia. Bombo clats.
And I have a message to the Kenyan people. You are at risk. Your country is at risk. You don't know what's coming, but what is coming to your country is destruction and war. And let me explain. Your President Ruto is under huge pressure by the United Arab Emirates. I'm from Sudan. I can tell you, we have never expected that our country will be in such a destructive war. But the reality is we've been in the unexpected high level of destruction caused by the United Arab Emirates for the last 2 years. And we've never thought that the UAE will ever do that to us until it became a reality. We've seen the actions of the UAE in Yemen. It destructed the whole country. We've seen the UAE actions in Sudan, in Libya, and in other countries. The UAE is not what you think it is. UAE is not what is Dubai looks like. Explaining to you in more details, Mr. Ruto brought the RSF, the genocidal group. Hang on, I'm not saying that the RSF genocidal because I just don't like them. You can go back and search why Mr. Hemeti is in the list, the blacklist of America, and that he is now confirmed and wanted for mass destructions, targeted killings, and ethnic cleansing. Yes, you've heard me right. He thinks he's an Arab, and he thinks that he is superior to the Africans of western side of Sudan. So he is killing African descents and targeting them. And it's unfortunate that Mr. Ruto supports all that, and he provided a platform for such a genocidal group. Now, he didn't do that because he really wanted it. He's under pressure. And he's under pressure because his hands are actually dirty. He was part of gold smuggling deals. Yes, you've heard me right. And I didn't say that myself. It's actually your previous vice president and your previous foreign minister himself went out on plain TV and explained that Mr. Ruto is engaged into gold smuggling operations that are illegal. They smuggle gold from Sudan, they bring it to Kenya, and then they resell it to the world as a Kenyan based gold or mined gold. Now, what will happen is that Ruto is under pressure to legitimize this genocidal group, and soon the UAE will start interfering into your politicians, buying them one after the other with millions of dirty money, just like Mr. Ruto, which no doubt his actions, the erratic, irrational actions of him in the last few weeks are just based on the UAE dirhams that put him under huge pressure, and because of the dirty deals he was involved in, and he doesn't want it to go out on the surface. So he's pushed to accept and legitimize the RSF group. Now let me tell you what that means for you and for every regular Kenyan and to the Kenyan government. RSF destroyed Libya, Chad, and Chad now is also not a sovereign country anymore. It's part of UAE. The Chadian president is just a UAE puppet, and the same will be for Mr. Ruto. Central Africa is almost gone as a country. Sudan is fighting back this project and making sure that we maintain the sovereignty of our country. Now, you need to act immediately. It's meant in few hours that the RSF group meant to hold another meeting in one of your famous halls in Nairobi to disgrace the history of Kenya, to disgrace the politicians and the whole meaning of being a free sovereign country. And they will hold another meeting in your Nairobi, in your loved Nairobi, and they will announce a parallel government. That is an act of war. That is illegal. That is diplomatically called a diplomatic crisis. And Mr. Ruto is pushed to do that. Now, this might be too bad for the Sudanese people, but for you, basically, regular Kenyans, you might think this is not related to you guys and it's out and off your shores. No, you gotta be worried. UAE likes your gold, likes your country, likes the mining sector in your country, because UAE thinks they are the superhero of mining in the world now. And soon, if you don't act today, if you don't act pretty much in few hours, UAE will take over your country. And if you resist, you are going to face a similar war, just like the Libyan people did, just as Sudanese people are doing now, and just like the Yemeni people and Central Africa and many others. UAE has interfered in the Horn of Africa, caused complete chaos, and it's just not stopping. They don't understand, they don't stop, nothing will stop them. The killing, the destruction, the millions of displacement, The largest crisis in the world didn't stop them. Kenyans' lives means nothing to UAE. Sudanese life meant nothing and means nothing to the UAE, and many other lives, innocent lives, that has been taken. Make sure you act now to make sure that Kenya will not be another Congo, and make sure Kenya will not be another Sudan, and do not have another war. Act now. Say no to Mr. Ruto. Kick the genocidal RSF group out of your peaceful country. Kick them out now. If you don't act now, you will see the destruction that will unfold onwards. You also want to do some investigations behind the dirty deals Mr. Ruto is involved in terms of gold smuggling, and also the dirty arms deals that he's also involved in. You will know a lot, guys, about it. I hope that this will be a wake-up call to the Kenyan people, and I hope that we will see Nairobi as flourished and as developed as we always hoped and looked forward. We've always had a beautiful brotherhood with Kenyans, and we will maintain that. We will fight the UAE project in hijacking and taking over our countries, taking over our wealth for its own sake. It's just selfish and greedy enough. You will see it soon. Please, act now. Talk to your politicians. Push them to act. Go on the streets. It's now or never again. Thank you, guys.
Well, that is it, and there's so much more to share, just that it can't be done on one video. Tell me, guys, what you think about this situation. It is really difficult, and I hope that the Kenyan people will not accept this, and they'll find a way to counter whatever that is happening, because it will really be a problematic issue for them as a country, and it will affect the citizen. Of course, we all know how overpopulation affects a country. So tell me what you think on the comment section, and thank you so much for watching up to this particular point. I'll see you in the next episode.